So, normally on these camping adventures, apart from the first time I went, which I was carrying, I don't know, 26 kilos, something ridiculous like that. I'm normally carrying maybe 20, 22. Last time I weighed it was 19 before I put water in. Not quite base weight because that didn't include the tent either, so I was probably lugging in, let's say 24 kilos. I've loaded this pack today, including the tent weight and the food. So again, not quite base weight, 13 kilos. If I strip the tent out and the food out and some other little bits and pieces, I think I can go back to about 9. And I have actually got the chair in here as well, so that's probably another kilo or so. I think I could probably get down to about 8, 7.5, 8 if I needed to. I don't need to, but I could. And this pack helped a lot. So I did actually bring my Trichology chair. It's got to be a kilo and a half. I'll look that up later, put it on screen. So that can instantly be dropped, and I could use my sit chair if I needed to. I have also bought a tarp, which is probably 500 grams maybe, because I just didn't know what the weather was going to do. I may still use it. Down jacket, although we're in spring, never hurts. I've got this, and I'm not going to say anything yet. I'll show you when I unpack this. Open the pad. You get the pad in, get that blown up. Make sure we've got plenty of room, which we have. Something very special. I will give you a clue. It does not come with this compression sack. This compression sack bears nothing to do with what's inside. It does come with a rather large mesh bag for storage. This is finally the Zenbevy bed. This is the first outing of the Zenbevy bed. I haven't looked at it that much. I need to figure out how it all goes together now. Okay, so what do we have? We have, there's the quilt, that's the mats. Okay, so the mats. Down here and here. I did bring both pillows. I know that's got a padded hood, but I think that's more head insulation than it is pillow. So I'm going to stick with both until I don't need to. Let's get some air in this. That's that one. And then my rather awesome foam one. should really be quite comfy. Right. I think it's time to get the chair up. Have a sit for a sec. So the tent's up. The chair's up. I remember to bring the feet this time. So it's a little bit more stable. It's no more comfortable, but it weighs quite a lot less than the dragon hide. And this was all about trying to go lighter, not ultralight. I'm never going to do ultralight. But I was quite surprised about how much weight I could just not take. I've still got a raincoat, but I didn't bring the rain trousers. I've got lights in the flex tail repellent, and there's light on the flex tail pump, so I didn't bring the stand light. That's probably 300 grams on its own, maybe a little more. I've got a collapsible cup rather than the titanium cup, probably no different weight wise. I'll have to check that. However, size in the pack, quite a difference. I've got the alcohol stove with me again, so obviously you have to take the bioethanol fluid. That's okay. I've got the windshield for it, but I didn't bring the table for it. And all these little things add up. They strangely add up quite a lot of weight. I know previously I had, you know, hats and gloves and all that sort of stuff. And I've still got that. And I've still got my down trousers and my down boots, my down jacket. But my mid layer, this one, I didn't go for the full fleece. This is, again, it's a Peter Storm top. I've no idea what it's made from, but combined with the merino wool base layer, it's just keeping that edge off. Even when the wind blows, it's not too bad. I'm quite surprised at how much weight I could drop, and seemingly so far not really miss anything. And I'm not carrying water, and that's, you know, I would normally take at least 150 ml of water, so that's 1.5 kilos, sometimes more, depending on what I'm eating. I would take 2 or 3 lots of food, and, you know, a pan for if I was doing steak or bacon, and rolls and sauces and all of those things. I'm not doing any of those. On the menu tonight is spaghetti bolognese, which I made a couple of weeks ago, stuffed into my Mylar bag and froze, and I brought some cheese. And depending on the water situation, I may either boil it in the bag, or I might just put it in the pot. We'll see. I don't really want to put it in the pot. I don't want to clean up that much. And the only other thing I bought is obviously coffee, because, you know, you don't survive very long without coffee. And I did bring a pack of noodles. Super noodles, whatever they are. Cheap ones. And that's it. There's no biscuits. There's no packs of hot chocolate and tea and Horlicks and, you know, spare coffee and spare coffee. You know, all of that I've left at home. I've cut down. Is there anything else in this list that I could have left at home? Well, I ended up bringing too many pegs. However, I haven't set the tarp up yet, so I might still use them. Some of them. I need to check the weather forecast and see if there's any chance of rain. Well, there's a little bit of rain, maybe 20% chance at 5 o'clock tonight, and that's it. So tomorrow is just cloudy. Wow. So all week I've been checking the weather because I knew it was coming out regardless. And it's going to rain, it's going to rain, it's going to rain all day, it's going to rain some of the days, it's going to rain a little bit. It's going to rain Friday and then Sunday. And so it's pretty much all just disappeared. I think that's a good thing. I quite like the idea of a wet camp for a change. Even when I was camping in the winter, I didn't get wet. There was no rain to speak of. There was a few showers, but that was about it. So, it doesn't look like I need the tarp for rain protection. I might just put it up for a bit of wind protection. But the thing with tarps is they either protect you or they turn into a massive sail if you set it up in the wrong direction. I don't think I need it. I think the weather's fine. What I might do is have a coffee. We'll just give that a few minutes to boil up. It won't take long. The wind guard's doing its job. Already see a little steam. In the meantime, what I might do is not point that at my stomach. There we are. Oh. I needed this weekend. Today. Been a very, very busy couple of weeks with very little downtime, quiet time. Oh, the wind's starting to get up. It's not due to blow more than about 10 kilometres an hour, so I won't worry about that yet. Anyway, yeah, very busy. We did get to go away. And I may produce a video on that at some point. We went up North Wales again, up Llandudno, up to the Great Orme, through the mines. But I didn't do a huge amount of filming. That was about me and the wife getting away more than anything else. It wasn't really about filming. Just reminded myself I need to get my leather gloves out before I burn myself again. I burnt myself yesterday on the oven. I don't want to do that one anymore. Oh well. So yeah, much needed peace and quiet. He says as he can hear tractors and God knows what else in the background. But that's still peaceful to me. Got no problem with that. No problem at all. It's a little overcast. It's slightly grey, but not too bad. Definitely the wind's moving around a little. I'm not worried about dead fallen things here. These trees are fine. Mostly There's something in a little bit better condition than around the other way, the other stand. I would like to carry on going around the edge of the mountain here, but there's a lot of fencing and tufty grass and bogland by the looks of it. I don't really want to go tromping through. So I'm all good here. Right, that's pretty much done now. Let's get coffee. Remember the gloves.